Hi there, I'm Mike Jauregui, and I'm a coach with Michael J. Owen Music Education Fund. Today, I'm here to talk to you about the trombone. Why is the trombone so awesome? Unlike the other instruments that have buttons to produce the notes, we have a slide, which makes it so that we are very similar to the human voice. For instance, if I were to sing, our voices can make that happen, but the trombone can also do the same thing. The predecessor to this instrument was called the serpent, and it had the bell had a big serpent head on it, and that was used in France for a long time. And then eventually we modified to the modern day trombone. Because the trombone is so similar to the human voice, it was considered a sacred instrument. It was only used in churches for a long time. In fact, for a long time, that was the only place that you found it, was during religious services. But until Beethoven came around, he decided, I'm going to put the trombone in my Fifth Symphony. We all know that one. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. You get it. We all know that one. But it wasn't during that part. It was at the end. But it's still a good piece. Definitely recommend listening to it. Okay, so now let's talk about how we put this thing together. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put this back in my case, and then we'll get started on how to put this together. So one of the things that seems very obvious is that when you're taking your instrument out of your case, pay attention to how it's put in the case so that when you take it out, it can be put back in the way it needs to. But we'll go over all the different things that you need as you're putting it together. So first, you're going to need your slide. It may be in a slot in your case or behind some padding, or it might have some latches that are holding it in. Either way, pay attention to where the long part was in the case as well as your spit valve. If it was sticking out, some of it, most of the time, that it will stick out of the pocket in the slot, or it'll have it so that there is a cover that covers the slide. Every case is different, but this is one of the things that you want to pay attention to as you're getting your slide out. So once you grab your slide, you'll notice on the bottom of your trombone, you'll have a little rubber end. That's where you want to place your trombone, is resting right on that end, okay? So you're going to do that right on the ground, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take your left hand and grab your bell out of your case. This might also be slotted in the case. You might have some slots that lock in right here on this brace. Sometimes it just put it in. But either way, pay attention as you're pulling it out, what it looks like, so you know when to put it back. So then once you have that, what you're going to do is you're going to connect it, and every trombone is all the same. They all work the same way, whether you have extra piping or not. A bass trombone, it all works the same. So what you're going to do is you're going to put it right in here, and then you're going to twist the lock. You're going to twist it until it gets taut, and then you're going to grab your mouthpiece. Your mouthpiece is what makes this whole thing work. You're going to put it in the slot, and then your trombone is put together. So now we're going to talk about how you hold this thing. Okay, first thing is put the trombone so that it's facing outward like this. The mouthpiece is away, and what you're going to do is you're going to stick your thumb through this little window so you can thumb wrestle on this side, okay? Once you have that, then you're going to take these three fingers, your middle finger, your ring finger, and your pinky, and you're going to put it through this little window right here so you can wave to people. Hey! And you're going to take your first finger, and you're going to just rest it right there on top of the mouthpiece, okay? So it holds like that. So you have it all balanced with your left hand. Your right hand is going to grab it right here on this edge of the slide, and you're going to hold it with your thumb and two fingers. And you're going to hold it right on the edge of that slide so that when your slide is unlocked, that it can roll right on out. Now, we're going to put it back. Take your mouthpiece. Usually in a case, they'll have a pocket, or if it doesn't have a pocket for your mouthpiece, it'll have a little hole in the case so you can stick it in a slot. So pay attention as you're pulling it out to know where to put it back, okay? So you're going to put this away. Then what you're going to do is you're going to unscrew the bell from the slide. Sometimes, as you're trying to pull the bell from the slide, it gets stuck. So, how we do this is we grab the bell, and we grab the slide, and we twist out away from the bell. I'm going to do that again. If it gets stuck, you're going to twist the slide away from the bell and pull it out. And then you put your bell away, and then you finally put your slide away, and pay attention to the long part and the spit valve. Part with the mouthpiece is usually covered. It's usually most protected, because if that gets dented, then your mouthpiece won't go in. If this gets dented, it still will go into the bell. So that's why this isn't as bad, but you still want to be careful. On the next video, I'm going to show you one of the most important things about trombone playing, and that is how to grease your slide, as well as how to make a sound. I hope this was informative for you, and I will see you on the next video.